Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today is another NHL discussion video as we are talking about the Kim Alil and Bill Peters resigning from the Calgary Flames really recently today. Now I've been waiting to make this video for the past week now because I've been waiting to see more of the story. I've seen Kim Alil's original tweets and I seen him. I kind of like just go over everything, which we're going to start from beginning till finish of just an overview of everything that happened. Now, Kim Alil came out after Mike Babcock got fired and everything that was going on with Mike Babcock and him just being a total dickhead to Mitch Marner and stuff like that. Like, who the fuck makes a list and tells the player to make a list and then share it to everyone? Like, who the fuck really does that? That's some fucked up shit. But what Bill Peters did was pretty messed up. Now, this was 10 years ago. Now, Kim Alil was a good kind of defensive prospect way back when, and Bill Peters was coaching him there in Rockford, and Bill Peters walked in the locker room. He said, turn that end shit off. I don't want to be hearing that end shit in the locker room, blah, blah, blah. He said the N word a couple times, and they had a little bit of a scuffle afterwards. Kim Alil got pissed off, and this is what the tweet said right after he kind of like just said the first tweet there. He says, I'd admit I rebelled against him when you. And instead of remedying the situation, he wrote a letter to John McDonnell and Stan Bowman to have me sent down to the ECHL. 20-year-old on pace for 20 goals in his first pro year with 0 power play time / penalty kill time, was off to a great start in his career. So just to start things off, I gotta say it really does suck that he got sent down to the ECHL. It actually did happen. He did get sent down to the ECHL right after that shit that happened. And it's honestly a dickhead move. And then more stuff came out over the week that Bill Peters was kicking players and punching players. And honestly, we don't need this type of shit in hockey. And I'm really glad that he resigned from the Calgary Flames because honestly, Bill Peters, great coach, but in the end, when you do this type of shit and you kick your fucking players and you do shit like this is not what you do in the NHL. And honestly, I don't think Bill Peters is going to definitely coach another day, especially since Kim Alil didn't get a proper fucking apology. I mean, look at this fucking apology he wrote. So he says, please accept my apology to you and the entire Calgary Flames organization for my offensive language I used in a professional setting a decade ago. I know my comments have been the source of anger and disappointment, and I understand why. Although it was an isolated and immediately regrettable incident, I take responsibility for what I said. The statement was made in a moment of frustration and does not reflect my personal values. After the incident, I was rightfully challenged about my use of language, and I immediately returned to the dressing room to apologize to the team. I have regretted the incident since it happened, and now I know. I also apologize to anyone negatively affected by my words. I'm aware that there is no excuse for language that is offensive. I meant no disrespect in what I said, and it was not directed at anyone in particular. But that doesn't matter. It was hurtful and demeaning. I am truly sorry. I accept the reality of my actions. I do believe that we must strive to act with integrity and take accountability for what we say and do. This letter is intended to do exactly that. I hope it is accepted as intended. I appreciate the review of this situation being undertaken by the Flames. It's the right thing to do, and I fully support it. Which, I mean, just fucking spitting out bullshit. The amount of bullshit that spit out of it, and this was Kim Alil's tweet yesterday. I've read the statement of Bill Peters, which I found to be misleading, insincere, and concerning. I've accepted an invitation from the NHL, blah, 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 to go and meet up with them and respond publicly about it later. But I gotta say, it was a bunch of bullshit, the apology, first of all, and just everything about it. I don't know. It's Bill Peters, like, honestly, dude, like, good thing you fucking resigned because it was gonna be a whole gong show if no one fucking got fired or anything, and it was no apology to Kim Alil, the guy that you sweared at, that you called the N-word, and it was unacceptable, to be completely honest with you, that you said that in the locker room like that, and you only apologized to the franchise and not Kim Alil, who you said it to, who you sent down, who you ruined a career. I mean, that's unacceptable to me, and you should definitely be fucking suspended from the NHL in my mind. I don't think he's going to be coaching another day, and I think the same almost with Mike Babcock. Both guys have done some fucked up shit. I think it's going to be a long time before those two guys get a job in the NHL again, because honestly, this type of shit, it does not cut what we do in this real life. Like, it's a changing culture nowadays. You can't just call people the N-word. Like, we're coming out more and more. Like the Don Trey thing. He said "you people" so many fucking times throughout his broadcast, and all of a sudden, he's just getting fired right now. These types of stories are always coming out, and they're coming out more and more. And we got to be careful with what we say and what we do in this current generation, because, yeah, a lot of people are snowflakes, but then we have shit like this. Like, you honestly got to be careful with the shit that you say, and even the shit that you say in the past is going to come back to bite you in the ass. And it's exactly what I'm learning in class a lot with my television production class and stuff like that. They're saying you got to be careful with what you say on the internet, because sooner or later it's going to come back to bite you in the ass. And for Bill Peters, it did. He resigned from the Calgary Flames. It sucks what happened. It shouldn't have happened. And I'm hoping we can move past this. And I'm hoping Bill Peters apologizes to Akim Alil and not over the fucking internet and posting it up on Twitter during one of the Calgary Flames games, which I think is also just the most disrespectful way to do it as well, during a fucking game. Maybe afterwards or maybe later on when there's no press conference that Brad Trevelyan has to do. Anyways, guys, I'm going to end the video here. It was a bunch of bullshit what happened. Nothing else so I could really put my 2 cents in is that Bill Peters deserves to not have a job right now. I'm going to end the video here, guys, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. Adios, amigos.